Good afternoon, everybody. Happy hump day. It's Wednesday. Today I want to share with you all 1 Kings 17, and I'm reading from the King James Version of the Bible. I'm going to start reading in verse 10. It reads, So he arose and went to Zarephath, and when he came to the gate of the city, behold, the widow woman was there gathering of sticks. And he called to her and said, Fetch me, I pray thee, a little water in a vessel, that I may drink. And as she was going to fetch it, he called to her and said, Bring me, I pray thee, a morsel of bread in thy hand. And she said, As the Lord thy God liveth, I have not a cake, but a handful of meal in a barrel, and a little oil in a cruse. And behold, I am gathering 2 sticks, that I may go in and dress it for me and my son, that we may eat it and die. And Elijah said unto her, Fear not, go and do as thou hast said, but make me thereof a little cake first, and bring it unto me, and after make for thee and thy son. Verse 14. For thus saith the Lord God of Israel, the barrel of meal shall not waste, neither shall the cruse of oil fail, until the day that the Lord sendeth rain upon the earth. And she went and did according to the saying of Elisha, and she and he and her house did eat many days. And the barrel of meal wasted not, neither did the cruse of oil fail, according to the word of the Lord which he spake by Elisha. So today, what am I focusing on with all of this? This woman was gathering sticks and making her last meal for her and her son. So she basically didn't see a future. She didn't see anything beyond that last meal. To her, it was over, and she was happy with it. She was settled with it. She's like, okay, this is what it's going to be. This is what it is. Let's just get this over with, right? But then God sent Elijah to her, not just for her to meet Elisha's need and God to perform a miracle for him, but for her. It was hope that showed up in the middle of her despair, in the middle of her hopelessness, because she was preparing for it to be over with. She didn't see beyond that last meal. And today I just want to share with you guys that where we are right now, some of us, you might not be able to see past where you are. You might have written it off like I don't even see the point anymore. Sometimes we ask that question of why, and we can't connect the dots. We don't see what God's doing, but God's going to show up for you. There's more than what you currently see. There's more than what you currently see in your family. There's more than what you currently see in the workplace. There's more than what you currently see in your finances. Like, there's so many areas that we're at the point where this widow woman was at. Because this is a widow woman. So all she has is her son, and they don't have enough food. So she's going to make them their last meal, and it's over. You might feel that way, but God's not done with you yet, and he's not done with what he's going to do in your life and for you. Because it says that the man of God showed up. It required obedience on both of their part. So God is giving you some instructions. It might be to keep doing what you've been doing where you are. You might feel like, this ain't working. Why would I keep doing the same thing? That's the definition of insanity. Well, when God gets involved and what God has in store, you don't know who he's sending to you. You don't know what door he's opening that you can't see yet. So you stay where you are. If that's the instruction he gave you, you do what he leads you to do. The last instruction, if you ain't getting anything else, carry out what God told you to do. The last thing he told you to do, if you haven't finished that and he hasn't given you anything else to do, that's how it's going to come through. If you do exactly what you're led of God to do, he's going to change things. And change is coming quicker than you expect. She didn't expect that change to show up that day that way. It required her to give away what she thought was her last meal for her and her son. What if she decided not to obey that and told that man, you keep it moving. This is our last meal. Would she have gotten that miracle? So many times we get frustrated and want to do what we want to do, but God's working on something. So go forth today, and where you think there's no future, God has a plan that's bigger than you could have imagined.